What's up, summoners? King Blair here. Today we're gonna be talking about the new GG Collab event, and I'm gonna be breaking down for you guys everything that you should be getting, why you should be getting it, why you shouldn't be getting it, ranging from the whole thing. There's so much new stuff with this patch, so much to unpack. I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible, hit as many of them as I can, and get you informed on why or why should you not get a lot of these specific things, and just talk about the patch overall. So without further ado, let's get right into it. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe and join the Discord server. But alright, so first things first, the thing that everyone wants to hear about, should I summon? So there's two should I summons today, which I haven't done, and usually I do videos for them separate, but they just dropped so many units, and I have done specific videos on them. That has changed a lot. A lot of my old videos have changed, and a lot of the information is not relevant. So I'm going to do a quick overview looking at each of the characters. So first, Destina. So Destina and the artifact, Shimada Staff. Shimada Staff is so good on Roana. It literally makes her that if your enemy has a counterattack unit, you're basically healing for full. Like Seaside Bellona, if she does her skill 2, you basically just heal back to full health. It's nuts. It's a really good artifact. It should probably be, it was in the shop not too long ago. I still think it's currently in the shop for the powder. So it's not something that's like, oh, I need to get. It's like, oh, I must have. Same with Destina. You may get her one day from like a lot of the events, especially at the end of the week when we get the 5-star summon or when we get it at the end of the month. I will be saving those for a big summoning event once the last collab unit is out. Hopefully I can do that. But as far as Destina, she also got the epic pass. As with all epic passes, you should be getting them. At least buy the plus 10, because charms are not the easiest to come by. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's probably one of the hardest part about the game is equipment. As y'all know, gear is a pain in the butt. So getting these charms is really, really good. You don't get your summoning value because it's 900 crystals. You're not getting 10 summons. So that's the rough part. You do get 2 summons at the end, and you get 1 ammo summon. So that's kind of nice. The reason why I tell you, regardless, the pack, because of these charms, it's just worth getting. Like these charms, so hard to come by. You need them. I hate it, but you need them. The skin tickets, it's like, I feel like I have to buy so many more of these. Probably like 3 more packs. But if you're looking for Spectre Tenebria, you're also going to be getting those, especially if you can't make Master Tier later down the line. So that's for that. But for the Destina, the skin is pretty freaking nice. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I got it. I'm not going to lie. She looks pretty good. But let's talk about her skills and some quick ways to build her. So Destina is a pretty good unit. She's not crazy good. And if you have your Montmorency already built all the way, you don't need her. She does a lot of good stuff. But she's one of like the master of all trades. Or jack of all trades, master of none. She does a lot of really good stuff, but she doesn't specialize in anything. So that's the biggest problem with her. The one, like, in terms of single target heals, Rule of Light or Arcades is better. In terms of cleansing, Montmorency is better. The one thing she has going, in terms of cleansing debuffs, Elena is probably better. But she kind of has a little bit of everything. So this ultimate, really, really good if you don't have Roana. Really, really good at getting rid of debuffs, giving you an extra turn. The counter build, super duper tilting if you have her on arena defense because of this artifact that lets you remove debuffs, and this artifact also lets you run her in Banshee B13. If you don't have a team for it, she's really, really good at this role. You put counterattacks on her, you slap this on her, you put a Wondrous Potion Vial, and then her with Montmorency, as long as you have the damage, you're going to be clearing Banshee B13. Yes, it's a slow clear, but a lot of the times, you really just need to finish the runs. Especially with how limited energy is becoming, that it's really important that you have that. As far as should I summon for her, if you have other healers, it's kind of a niche unit. There's so many better units that are going to be coming in the next 3 weeks that you should be pulling for her. But if you have her, you know, the skin looks freaking amazing. I'm kind of glad they're doing skins of other characters. All right, now to the big one. So we talked about Epic Pass. We talked about Destina. Now the other big unit that a lot of people are saying skip. And I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't skip Baiken. So biggest thing with Baiken, not just Baiken, the thing that why I say you shouldn't skip is because if you don't have a consistent Wyvern B13 team, you're going to be doing so much worse than everybody else in Arena. If you can clear Wyvern B13, you are in such a good shape right now. I was able to do it just because I was able to slap a team together that had an 80% win rate. And the reason that I'm able to do that is because of this artifact. I'm not talking about Baiken. If you don't have Baiken, she's also a really good unit, but the artifact itself makes it worth for you to summon for her. Let's go to the journal. I do already have the Baiken. Let's just quickly cover the skills. So it is going to be in the collaboration. I was able to pull all for them last year, so I'm kind of chilling in terms of summons. But Baiken, biggest thing about Baiken, she used to be used as a combat readiness booster because she was faster than most units, and she could be Jurado. Now there's like a Bazaar, so there's not that much space for her anymore. But she has one other use because of the second skill. So similar to Karen, she does the attack, and if she crits, she gets an extra turn. So we didn't crit, so we're not going to get the extra turn. But normally she would get the extra turn, and then she's able to come in with this kill, detonate all the bleeds, and do a lot of damage. So the point where Baiken shines the most is going to be Banshee B13. So I talked about Destina. She's really good for the slow clear. But what I'm trying to get to, and what eventually all of you will try to want to get to, is a one-shot Banshee team, because you don't want to watch your team struggle for 7 minutes like I had to do when I was farming Banshee. It was very, very tilting. I did not have fun farming Banshee. I hated it. I got nothing. It was so slow, such a slow process, that you want a Banshee B13 team, and Baiken is able to give you that team because she is able to use this skill she uses this skill first. So if you set it up so you have someone that can give attack buff for 3 turns, that's the key. You have to have someone that gives attack buff for 3 turns. Some notable ones are like Deanne, Charles, or not Charles, Vivian. So Vivian and Deanne are the 2 that come to mind. I know there's other ones, but I think there's one that's actually free to play. I can't think of the top of my head which one it is. Or you want someone like a Ro, or someone that can use it second, or you kind of have to play with it. But anyone that can do a 3-turn attack would go really well with her. You set it up, you clear the first wave without her using any skills. You defense break the boss, you do some poke damage. She comes in, does the second skill. The buff will get its extra turn. So it will try to get its extra turn, but she gets her turn before the boss takes a turn. Comes in with this skill, wipes out the boss. GG, you're done in like less than 2 minutes. And that's what you want. So Baiken, really, really solid for that. PvP-wise, I also still see her every once in a while because she still does boast a pretty good speed stat. 113, faster than Oxlots, faster than Bazaar, can target Seaside Bellonas, and if they don't have if they don't have immunity on their units, Baiken will kill them with the second skill into third skill if you build her properly for Arena. So again, she has a lot of uses. She is a very late game unit though. So that's something you do have to remember. If you're a newbie and you're pulling for her, you're not going to see her shine until way later in your gameplay. So just remember that. But it's not Baiken that you're trying to pull for, it's Torn Sleeve. Because Torn Sleeve, it's what gets you consistent Wyvern B13 runs. So I'm going to show you who I have it on right now. I think I have her out. Yeah, so I do have her out. So I put that artifact on my terrible Karen. I need to do some upgrades on her. Like these boots, I need them to be level 80 boots. I need this to be plus 40 speed. Because Torn Sleeve is a guaranteed, if you max it out, which is really, really hard. But if you're pulling for Baiken, you're probably going to run into at least 1 or 2 of them that will give you very consistent. Every time they do a single target attack, it's a chance to apply a bleed. Why is that so crazy? Because in Wyvern B13, as y'all all know, Wyvern is, you need to get 2 to 3 debuffs all the time. At least 2, if not 3, unless you have a really good tank. So the more debuffs you have, the more consistent your Wyvern runs become because there's so much going on. And if you have a very well-made team, Karen will usually do her second skill first, and it's a single target skill, so it procs Torn Sleeve. So Torn Sleeve procs from the second skill, and then she's able to take another turn, attack with the first skill, and proc Torn Sleeve again. So there's 2 different scenarios where you have the chance to proc Sleeve, and also the third skill. So you can have this on someone that does damage, and still be able to be good for Wyvern, which is the biggest problem is people don't have enough damage to get past the barrier stage. But with Karen, with Torn Sleeve, it honestly, the second I did that, my Wyvern team went from 50% to 85%. Once I took out my Luna, because now the Karen did enough damage. So Torn Sleeve, y'all, I can't stress to you guys enough how huge this artifact is. People are sleeping on it. People who are saying don't pull on the Baiken banner are people who probably already have a really good Wyvern team, or people don't know what they're talking about. If you're a new player, this artifact will let you have such consistent runs. I'm telling y'all, that are also some of the faster runs, because you're able to put another damage dealer rather than having to have another like debuffer. Especially this on Alexa. I don't even want to talk, like, you don't even have to use Karen. Use Alexa. Your Wyvern team will go to like 100% clear rate, because it's just going to be so many debuffs. So don't, at worst, if you like Baiken, you should pull for her, because if you get her, you'll be happy because you have Baiken, and you'll most likely pull the artifact, which is incredible for getting more consistent Wyvern runs. This artifact probably makes a difference between clearing Wyvern B13 and not being able to clear it. That's how good that is. That's people are sleeping on this artifact. When I saw it, I was like, damn, people really sleeping on this artifact. As far as the actual event, this goes without saying. You should be getting your soul fully maxed out. Why? Because the ego fragment on him. Let me show you guys. I don't have mine built, but I need to once I start doing more golem teams. But look at this, plus 18%. That's like, it's a free build. Like, this is literally like an amazing substatted item already, and he gets that for free just if you clear the full event. Yes, it's a lot of grinding and it's gonna suck. I'm thankful I already have mine, so I can kind of chill. If I don't finish it, I don't finish it. If I finish it, I finish it. So at least make sure you get your soul. All right. Woo, I've been talking a lot. We're trying to get through a lot of information as fast as possible for you guys, so bear with me. Next up is going to be Ras. Specialty Change Ras. Is he trash? Is he good? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think he's okay. Kind of looks interesting. Definitely not like broken, but definitely not bad. And people, I feel like, are not giving him the benefit of the doubt. So what's the big deal? So this one can dispel a buff. Okay, nothing crazy, right? But it's not a bad skill to have, right? This second skill, now this is actually really freaking good. If this skill was 100%, like, so you can't see it, but this skill usually calls for a dual attack. But what they added is this skill has a 60% chance now when you finish the tree to proc a defense break. Why is that so good? Because you literally have one unit who is a tank, who can do some damage himself, defense break, and have your highest attack unit follow up with an attack. Y'all, that is, like, that, I can't, if you don't know why that's good, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, think of Lilia's, her S1 is super duper good. It's one of the reasons Lilia's is such a good unit. It's her S1 makes her a tank that can do damage. This skill's on a 3-turn cooldown, y'all. You're gonna be using this skill all the time. And you can defense break and then attack with the highest attack. This skill, if you're a newbie and you love Ras and you like Ras and you haven't built a golem team, Ras can really help you with your golem team. The other thing is the actual update to his ultimate. So he also got a little bit more speed, and this ultimate actually gives defense to your whole team. So really, really good. This giving defense to the whole team is honestly the biggest thing that everyone needed. The other thing is it gives you oh man, I haven't seen the animation. Okay, that's pretty dope. But this literally heals your full team and gives you increased defense. That's really good. That's really, really good. PvP and PvE wise, defense buff is probably one of the most single-handedly most annoying buffs in the game, because it gives you like 80%. It's like an insane number. Yeah, 60%. That's like a lot of defense. So your team's gonna be surviving. You're gonna be healing your team up, and the heal is actually pretty considerable. They increase it by like 100% if you finish out the skill tree. I'm pretty sure you can max out some of your squishier units' health if you build your Ras very tanky. So having a tank that heals is invaluable. This skill, I also forgot to mention, it gives you immunity. Like, come on, y'all. That's really good. Immunity, heal, and dual attack. And he's a fire tank, so he counters Basar. So immediately he's already better unit just because he's fire. So right now, I think fire units are on the come up, and this is one of those other units that, yes, he's not the most broken unit in the game, but he's a good PvP, PvE unit, and a lot of the times, having a good PvE and PvP unit is better than just having one broken PvP unit that you can't use anywhere else. So just some food for thought, letting you guys know, don't sleep on Adventure Ross. I'm going to be building mine once I make the specialty change. I just haven't had the time because right now I'm just been farming so much Wyvern. But I'll definitely be building him because I really like the way he looks. And he's the protagonist. Like, how can you not want that, you know? But alright. Last but not least. So I've talked about all the units that came. I've talked about everything else. The last thing I need to talk to you guys about is this insane pack. So why do we need to talk about this insane pack? Not that one. This one is kind of messed up that they're doing this. Sorry, my tongue slipped for a second. But it's kind of crazy that they're doing this. Why do I say that? Because the value on this is insane. If I was to compare, I could make a whole video talking about why this pack is good. But I don't want to because I know not all of you are whales, not all of you are dolphins. I'm a dolphin. I'll probably be buying the $50 one. I definitely won't be buying the $100 one because that's just too much. But if you're a big whale, you're buying both packs because this is the most you can get from a pack. Why do I say that? The Moonlight pack, which gives you one Moonlight summon, costs $50 and it gives you 80 gems. So already better than the Moonlight pack. You know what the Moonlight pack also doesn't give you that costs $50? 25 leaves. That's one more upgraded piece of equipment. That's a whole gear. If you're just farming Wyvern 13, 25 leaves, it's like 50 leaves to give you one upgraded piece of equipment, unless you're lucky. But that's one whole upgraded piece of equipment. That's really good. Upgraded equipment is really hard to get right now. 30 summons, not 30 summons, 6 summons? How much is the monthly summoning pack? That's what I'm kind of curious. Monthly summoning pack gives you, what? $30 gets you, what is that? $30 gives you 2 summons and then 12 summons. $30 for $50, you already get 6 summons, so half of that, and you get almost the same amount of gems. And you get the Mola, 2 Molagora. Like that's a whole week. That's a whole week that you just got over. The 1 million gold, it's like, okay, I guess it's for the summoning. And it gets even crazier with the other pack because it doubles the summons. It gives you more. It gives you less crystals, which is kind of weird. I just realized that it actually gives you less crystals. It doubles everything, but it doesn't double the crystals. That's interesting. I'm surprised it didn't make that 1600. But still, that's 4 Moonlight summons. So yes, please, if you don't feel like spending, do not spend. It's a free-to-play game that you can play. You can easily get to Challenger being free to play. You can even get to Champion being free to play. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've never bought Leaf packs. The only thing I've ever bought was ML packs, and I don't even use most of my ML units. So it's like, you don't need these packs to like win the game. You don't need the packs to get ahead. It's just if you want to spend, that's an option for you. So, but overall, if you're going to spend, this is the best you're ever gonna get. There is nothing better than this. Yes, you're not guaranteed a 5-star unit, but even if you get nothing out of your summons, you get 65 leaves. Y'all, that's crazy. That's 2 upgraded pieces of equipment. That is so freaking good. Whew. But alright, y'all, I'm super out of breath. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure y'all are enjoying the collab. Know that Dizzy is coming, and she is a unit that you want. So you can maybe pull a couple of pulls for the Baiken. If you really want the Dizzy, she's really, really good for Abyss. I don't use her all the time, but I have a bad feeling that in real-time arena, she's going to be a really good unit. People say Dizzy fell off. She didn't fall off. The reason she's not being built is because you couldn't use her in World Arena. So people don't want to build their Dizzy super good, because why build your Dizzy super good for when you can't use them in real-time arena? But I'm telling y'all, the second Dizzy drops and she's in the real-time arena game, oh my god, I don't want to think about it. It's going to be so disgusting. I need to build up my Baiken because I like my speed Baiken. So I'll probably be rebuilding her in place of Basar because people really hate Basar. So, but alright, that is all I got for you guys today. A lot more content coming in the next couple of weeks. I'm hyped. It's going to be a great time. But that's all I got for today. I'll see you all next time. Peace.